All right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Inner Peace Playground, where we're finding peace through play. Today, we are playing and doing some yoga. Our monthly theme is reconnecting with nature, and it is because it is Earth Month. So, before we dive in, go ahead and gather your supplies, yoga mat, grab a blanket or a pillow to sit your hips up on, or get some extra cushioning if you like to have that as part of your practice. And today we're going to be doing a little bit of strap work. So grab a strap, grab a belt, grab a long towel, anything where you can get a little bit wider than shoulder distance for you. So go ahead and grab those if you're live and you don't have them yet, or if you're watching the recording, feel free to pause the recording and get your supplies. And when you're ready to settle in, I'm going to sit my hips up on my blanket just to get my hips a little higher than my knees. And just go ahead, take a couple moments just to settle those hips in, settle into your seat. Find a place where you can just relax, but also stay alert and calm. On an inhale, we'll sit up a little bit taller, draw the top of our heads towards the sky. Take a big breath in through nose and out through mouth. Feel your hips in your seat. Big breath in through nose, out through mouth. Feel hips in your seat. Closing eyes or just lowering and softening your gaze. Let's take one more deep breath in through nose, out through mouth. Feel hips in your seat. Just observing where your body is this morning, where your mind is, your emotions. Not trying to change anything, not judging anything. Just noticing where you're at this morning. Notice if you're holding tension in your body. And if so, see if you can gently, slowly let that go. Feeling your hips melting in your seat. And on the next inhale, reaching fingertips towards the sky. Exhale, palms together at the heart, gentle tuck of chin. Acknowledging yourself for showing up this morning. The hardest part is done. Take a big breath in through the nose to the heart. Hold it there. Big breath out through nose. My name is Danielle. This is the Inner Peace Playground where we find peace through play, and I offer you gratitude for choosing to be here today. Take another breath in through nose. Hold it there. Out through nose. Nice. Drop chin all the way to chest. Let head be heavy. If you want a little additional intensity for back of neck, interlace hands, bring them on top of the head. Let arms be heavy. Your spine is nice and tall except for the neck. Take a breath in through back of neck. Breath out through throat. Drop shoulders away from ears. Breathe in through nose. Out through mouth. Let's take one more breath here. Breathe in. And out. Beautiful. On an inhale, draw chin to sky. Open elbows nice and wide. Exhale, chin to chest, round through spine, elbows towards earth. Inhale, open up. Chin to sky, elbows wide. Exhale, round it all off. Beautiful. Let's do 2 more rounds at your own pace. As we inhale, we open. And as we exhale, we round and close. Move a little slower than you think you want to. And bring a smile. onto your face. When you finish with your rounds, pause, with chin to sky, elbows nice and wide, chest towards sky. Take a breath in here and a breath out. Drop shoulders away from ears. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Nice. Drop chin back towards chest. Top of mouth is parallel to the earth, then release the hands. Let's grab our straps. If you've got a belt or a yoga strap, hold the buckle in one hand so it doesn't flop around. Then give yourself shoulder distance, then a little bit more. We're going to do some shoulder flossing. So when we're doing this, take it easy, take it slow. We don't have to go all the way back. On an inhale, we'll bring our hands up above our head. And on an exhale, go back a little bit. See how that feels. Nice. And inhale back to center. Exhale forward and down. Nice. Inhale up. Exhale back a little bit. Inhale back to center. Exhale forward and down. Nice. Let's keep doing that. Inhale up. Exhale forward and down. Inhale up. Exhale forward and down. You might feel that your shoulders are starting to open up. Maybe you can go back a little further. Maybe not. That's okay. Take your time. And if you're wincing, making any expressions in the faces, don't go so far. We inhale up, exhale forward and down. Nice. Maybe you can go a little further. Maybe not. That's okay. Let's do one more round. Inhale up, exhale forward. Beautiful. Let that go. Put your strap off to the side. We're going to come onto hands and knees position. If you'd like extra cushioning for your knees, grab your blanket, put it out across your mat. Nice. And from here, we're just going to come down into a child's pose. You can have knees wide if you want to get into your hips. If you're doing that, big toes touch, knees open wide. And wherever you are, sink hips back towards heels, arms forward. This is going to stretch our shoulders as well. We're bringing our forehead down to the earth. Take a breath in. Breath out. Breath in. Breath out. Take 3 more rounds of breath here. Let those hips relax and surrender towards the earth. Our theme this month is reconnecting with nature because it's Earth Month. And nature to me does mean earth. It's not just the living things, but the whole big rock that we live on, planet Earth. And as we connect with Earth, we're grounding ourselves. We're finding steadiness. Breathe in. Breathe out. On an inhale, lift up part way. Reach the left arm towards the sky, then exhale, twist towards the right, threading left arm under right armpit with threading the needle. Left ear can come to the earth. And if you want a little bit more intensity in your twist, we can bring the right arm up and over to the opposite hip. We're going to take 5 breaths here. Let the body release. Throughout our practice today and for the rest of the month, as we practice, notice the points of contact you have with the earth. And at those points of contact, see if you can relax and surrender into Mother Earth. See if you can let her take all the baggage you're carrying right now, all the stress, the worries, the overwhelm, the anxiety. Take a breath in and a breath out. On the next inhale, if your right arm is behind you, bring it back up overhead, place it on the mat, push into palm, return to child's pose. Let's take a couple breaths here. Forehead to the earth, again, surrendering into the earth. What can you let go What can you give to Mother Earth that you don't need anymore? Breathe in, breathe out. On the next inhale, push into palms, lift up partway, reach your right arm to sky. Exhale, twist left. We're threading right arm under left armpit, right ear to the earth. Again, if you want additional intensity in the twist, we can bring the left arm up and over behind our back, place it on opposite hip. Breathe in. Breathe out. Surrender the hip, the face, the knees, every point of contact that you have with the earth. Let yourself give something to it. Connect with those points. Breathe in. Breathe out. Take one more round of breath here. See if you can let go of tension in your neck and your shoulder. Beautiful. Then if that left arm is behind you, inhale, bring it back up overhead. Plant the palm, push into palm, return to child's pose. Take a breath here. Notice how your body feels. Breathe in. Breathe out. Beautiful. On the next inhale, rise back to hands and knees position. We're going to come into puppy dog pose, a little bit more stretch for our shoulders. So keeping our hips stacked on top of our knees. On an exhale, we're just walking our arms forward, our hands forward, bringing our heart down towards the earth. Again, our hips are up. Breathe in. Breathe out. Forehead can come to the earth here. Let's take 3 more breaths. Noticing every point of contact you have with the earth. The palms, the forearms, forehead, maybe tip of nose, each knee, the shins, tops of feet. Breathe in. Breathe out. Let something go to Mother Earth. One more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Beautiful. Inhale, push into palms. Rise back up to hands and knees. Then we're going to come to downward facing dog. Inhale, tuck the toes. Exhale, lift hips up and back. Start pedaling out the feet. If you're wearing socks, feel free to take them off to get additional gripping. And breathe. Backs of legs are tight. That's totally fine. I'll start to open them up. Breathe in. And out. Okay, so on the next exhale, bend the knees heavily, walk hands back towards the feet. We're coming to hand of big toe pose. So we'll take our peace fingers, wrap them around our big toes, knees are bent as much as you want, spine is rounded. And on the next inhale, we'll start to gently lengthen through our legs, start to straighten through those legs. It may be a little, it may be a lot. Take it slow, notice how this feels. Then if and when the legs are straight, we can start to straighten our spine. Breathe here. And if and when the spine is straight, we can bend the elbows, drawing our chest closer towards the thighs. We can be anywhere in this progression. Breathe in. Breathe out. Let that head be heavy, back of neck long, bowing towards the earth. They say there are a million ways to kneel and kiss the earth, meaning there are a million ways to reconnect with what is sacred to you and to honor what is sacred. In this month, perhaps the earth can be sacred, nature can be sacred. How can you honor it? How can you reconnect with it? Breathe in. Breathe out. Beautiful. Re-bending those knees, releasing the toes, planting the hands and walking hands back towards the top of the mat, downward facing dog. Nice. Let's take a vinyasa here. On an inhale, come to plank position. Nice long spine. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, push up dog. Thighs are lifted. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Pedal out the feet. On an inhale, lift heels, bend knees, look between hands. Exhale, step or hop to top of mat. Inhale, halfway lift, knees can bend, spine is long. Exhale, fold. Inhale with knees bent, spine rounded, roll to standing, vertebra by vertebra. Reach arms overhead. Exhale, palms together at the heart. Nice. Inhale, arms up, gaze up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend knees round through spine. Rise to standing, vertebra by vertebra. Reach arms overhead. Exhale, palms together at the heart. Nice. Inhale, arms up, gaze up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend knees, plant the hands. Exhale, step or hop to the back of your mat, top of a push-up. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice job. Inhale, lift heels, bend knees, look between hands. Exhale, step or hop to top of mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Knees can bend, spine can round, or straight spine. Reach hands overhead. Exhale, palms together at the heart. Let's take 3 breaths here. Palms at the heart or alongside the body. Tree pose or mountain pose. Ooh, I got ahead of myself. Breathe in. Breathe out. Feel your feet connected to the earth. Breathe in. Breathe out. How does it feel to have your feet flat on the ground? On your next inhale, reach hands to sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend knees, plant hands. Exhale, step or hop to the back of your mat, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Nice. On the next inhale, reach right foot to sky, come high on back toes. Exhale, right foot between the hands, drop back knee, untuck toe. Inhale, reach arms up, low lunge. Let's take a few breaths here. Breathing in, reach to sky. Breathing out, sink forward into hips. Feel the left hip flexor. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Beautiful. Bring hands to hips. And on an inhale, tuck the back toes. On the next inhale, lift the back knee, high lunge. If this feels a little wobbly, we can heel toe the right foot towards the right side of your mat. Beautiful. Inhale, reach arms overhead, high lunge. Keep the back knee nice and straight. Breathe in. Breathe out. Shoulders away from ears. Nice. Breathe in. Breathe out. Beautiful. Lower the back heel towards the earth. We're coming to warrior one position. Front knee is on top of front ankle. Back foot is at about a 45 or 90-degree angle. Front knee directly on top, forward and back and left and right. Nice. Breathe in. Breathe out. Keep shoulders away from ears. Gentle tuck of the tailbone. You'll feel this in the back leg. Breathe in. Breathe out. Nice. Let's interlace our hands behind our back. Keep them on the hips. If this feels like enough, stay here. If you'd like a little bit more intensity for the chest, On an inhale, extend the elbows, draw shoulder blades together, lift the heart to sky. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Beautiful. From here, we're coming to humble warrior. On an exhale, lean forward. Keep those hands clasped behind the back. Chest comes down towards the thigh. Head bows. If you want more intensity on the shoulders, on an inhale, lift the fists towards the sky. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Nice. On an exhale, bring hands back to hips. Inhale, rise back up, release hands, reach to sky, warrior one. Exhale, open up, warrior two, twist to the left. Breathe in. Breathe out. Hold on a second. I may have lost you. Breathe in. Breathe out. Something happened. Keep breathing here, warrior two position. Feel your feet on the earth. Technical difficulties. Feel the feet on the earth. Breathe here. We're going to come into reversed warrior. So inhale, flip the palms. Exhale, drop back hand to back thigh. Inhale, front arm forward, up and back, scoop the sky. You'll feel this on the right side of your torso. Keep those feet nice and planted. Notice your connection to the earth. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And out. Nice job. On an inhale, return to warrior two. Straighten the front leg. We're coming to triangle pose. So we'll bring our hips all the way back, reach our hands forward, then drop it down. Inhale, top arm towards the sky. Nice. We have a nice direct line from our bottom fingers to our top fingers. Breathe in. Breathe out. Beautiful job. Keep those shoulders away from ears. Find a little length in your torso. Breathe in. Breathe out. Last one. Breathe in. And out. Beautiful. Rebend the front knee. Draw your elbow onto the thigh. Then inhale, top arm up and over, extended side angle. Nice. If you want a little bit more intensity here, we can wrap the top arm behind the back. Bring it to opposite thigh. I'll turn around so you can see what that looks like. Not necessary. Just a way to get more opening in the chest. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Last one. Breathe in. Breathe out. Nice. Gaze down at the earth. Release the top arm, then windmill. Plant the hands, framing the front foot. Inhale, step to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog or child's pose, yogi's choice, whatever calls to you right now. Notice how the left side of your body feels compared to the right. Take any movements your body feels it needs, but make sure that you take at least 2 breaths in total stillness. When we still the body, we still the mind. When we still the mind, we can connect deeply with the source of who we all are. We can start listening to the language of the universe. Breathe in. Big breath out. On your next inhale, if you're not already there, come back to downward facing dog by coming onto hands and knees. Tucking the toes, lift hips up and back, downward facing dog. Nice. On the next inhale, lift the left leg to the sky, come high on back toes. Exhale, left foot between the hands, drop back knee, untuck toes. Inhale, reach arms to sky, low lunge. Let's take a couple breaths here. Breathe in, reach fingertips to sky, lift the rib cage. Exhale, sink hips forward and down. Feel it in your right hip flexor. Breathe in and out. Relax shoulders away from ears. They love to creep up here. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in and out. Beautiful. Bring hands to hips. On an inhale, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, high lunge. Make sure that back knee is nice and straight, strong and steady. Inhale, reach hands overhead, high lunge. Breathe in. Breathe out. If this feels wobbly, we can heel toe left foot towards the left side of our mat. Think yoga on a railroad tracks, not on a tightrope. Breathe in. Breathe out. Last one, breathe in. Breathe out. Nice. Keep hands and torso where they are. Exhale, lower back heel to the earth. We're in warrior one position now. Front knee is on top of front ankle. Back foot is at a 90-degree angle or 45-degree angle. Hips are shining forwards. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Beautiful. Interlace the hands behind your back. The way that feels a little bit funny, so take the opposite grasp. Then keep hands on hips, or if you want a little bit more intensity on the chest, inhale, extend the elbows, draw shoulder blades together, heart is open. Breathe in here. Breathe out, gaze is up. Breathe in. Breathe out. Beautiful. When you're ready, on an exhale, lower torso down towards the thigh. Hands can stay at the hips. Or if you want a little more intensity in the shoulders, inhale, lift fists to sky. Head is heavy. We're in humble warrior. Leaning down to kiss the earth, to honor what's sacred in our own lives. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Last one, breathe in. Breathe out, lower hands back towards hips. Inhale, rise, back up, release the hands, reach hands to sky, warrior one. And exhale, open up, warrior two, twisting to the right. Arms are nice and long, gaze is forward over front middle finger. Again, front knee is on top of front ankle, forward and back and left and right. We're pushing into the outer edge of the back foot. Breathe in. Breathe out. Relax shoulders away from ears. Gently tuck that tailbone in. Nice. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more here. Breathe in. And out. Nice. Reverse our warrior. Inhale, flip the palms. Exhale, drop back hand to back thigh. Inhale, front arm forward, up and back. Scoop the sky. You'll feel this in the left side of the torso. Make sure that front knee is still on top of front ankle. It likes to collapse in here. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Relax that left shoulder away from the ear. Breathe in. Breathe out. Beautiful. Return to warrior two. Nice. Then extend the front knee. We're coming to triangle pose. So bringing hips all the way back, front arm all the way forward and down. Inhale, top arm to sky. Nice. We've got a nice long line from bottom fingers to top fingers. Breathe in. Breathe out. And our torso is nice and long. Shoulders away from ears. We have space between our vertebrae. Breathe in and out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Nice. Keep torso where it is. Exhale, bend the front knee. Bring elbow onto the thigh. Then inhale, top arm up and over. Extended side angle. If you want that twist, that extra opening for the chest, inhale, bring top arm behind the back. Rest it on opposite hip. I'll turn around so you can see. We've got 3 breaths here. Breathe in. Breathe out. Keep that heart open. We're not collapsing forward. Breathe in. Breathe out. Last one. Breathe in. Breathe out. Nice. Gaze down at the earth. Release the top arm. Exhale, windmill the hands. Plant both palms, framing the front foot. Inhale, step to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog or child's pose. Take your pick. Whichever pose feels like the right rest for you. And again, noticing all the places you have contact with the earth. If you're in down dog, the palms of hands and the balls of the feet. Each toe and each finger. If you're in child's pose, the palms, the forehead, the nose, the knees, the shins, tops of feet. Breathe in. Let Mama Earth have anything you don't need. Breathe in. Breathe out. Nice job. We're going to meet in the hands and knees position. So if you're in down dog, drop down. If you're in child's pose, rise up. Pointing the toes behind you, we're going to do a little bit of stretch for the tops of our feet. So if this already feels intense for you, sitting back onto your heels, grab your blanket or your pillow and sit up on them so you get a little bit more height. Nice. And then from here, we're going to start to lean back to get a stretch on the tops of the feet. If this feels intense again, don't go so far back. Find your edge, the place where you feel intensity, but it's not neutral and it's not alarming. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Let's take 2 more breaths here. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Beautiful. Come back onto the knees. Come back onto hands and knees. And we're going to come to pigeon pose from here. So let's start with our left side. So bringing our left knee towards the left wrist, swiveling the ankle off to the right. And then I like to scoop my right foot back to find a stretch in the left hip. Now, if this feels intense for you, stay up on the hands. And you can always add extra padding underneath the left hip with that blanket or the pillow. If you feel like you could do more with your stretch, first look back at your back foot. Make sure the toe is pointing directly out and the knee is straight. Then exhale, we can come onto forearms or maybe even forehead. We can stack the fists or stack the hands, or maybe the forehead comes all the way to the earth. Let's take 10 breaths here. Let the breaths become lighter. Notice if you're holding tension anywhere in the body. And if so, can you let that go? Can you let that drain out of your body down to the points of connection you have with the earth? And give them to Mama Earth. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. And one more round of breath here. Beautiful. On the next inhale, gently, slowly rise back onto hands, push into palms. Move any props you had under the hip out, lean back, then tuck the toes, lift the hips. Come to plank. Feel free to roll through a vinyasa from downward facing dog or just come into downward facing dog directly. Yogi's choice. Then when you're ready from down dog, we're going to drop onto hands and knees position for our second side. From hands and knees, we'll bring the right knee towards the right wrist, swivel ankle to the left, then scoot our back knee back and start to lower down. If you had a prop under the hip on the first side, go ahead and do the same thing here. And if you feel like you want a little bit more intensity, first gaze back at the back foot. Make sure the leg is nice and straight. Toes are pointing directly out. Nice. Then when you're ready, lowering down onto forearms, maybe forehead. Unstack fists or stacked hands like pancakes. We've got 10 breaths here. Make them nice and slow. Gentle and smooth. Notice where in your body you're holding tension. And see if you can let that tension drain out through your body, through the points of connection you have with the earth. And let those go. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Take 2 more breaths here at your own pace. Seeing if you can let go of a little more tension. Then on the next inhale, lift the head, come back to hands. Move any prop you had under the hip out of the way. Inhale, tuck back toes, lift back knee, step to plank. We can roll through a vinyasa or just go directly to downward facing dog. Yogi's choice. Take whatever resting position feels right for you. Maybe that's down dog, maybe that's child's pose. If you're in down dog, push into the hands, lift hips up and send them back. Breathe in. Breathe out. Let that head be heavy. Let everything go. One more breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. Nice job. On the next exhale, we're going to meet in hands and knees. If you're in child's pose, rise up. If you're in down dog, drop down. Beautiful. Then we'll cross one ankle over the other, roll back onto hips, and extend the legs forward. Nice. With legs forward, if this feels intense for you on the backs of the legs, we can grab our blanket or our pillow, sit the hips up on top of that to get them a little bit higher. Less intensity on backs of legs. Beautiful. Then from here, we'll bend the right knee and cross the foot over to the outer edge of the left knee. We'll have our right hand behind us like a kickstand, sit up nice and tall. Then inhale, reach left arm to sky. Exhale, twist all the way to the right, then hook elbow outside of knee, then find your nice tall spine again. I like to extend my fingers and bring them all together. Breathe in. Breathe out. We're twisting a little bit deeper. Breathe in, find length. Breathe out and twist. Last breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. Beautiful. Inhale, release the twist, look forward. Then with ankle still crossed over the knee, bring right knee out in front of you. So we're just lowering it down. We've got a figure four position here. We'll inhale, find a nice tall spine. Then exhale, hinge forward a little bit or a lot. You'll feel this on the back of the left leg as well as the right hip. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And out. Nice job. Inhale, rise back up. Exhale, uncross the legs, shake them out. And we'll come to the other side. So with legs extended, bend the left knee, then cross left foot on the outer edge of the right knee. Left hand behind, inhale, sit up tall. Reach the right hand to sky. Exhale, twist all the way to the left, then hook elbow outside of knee. Find that nice tall spine again. I like to point fingers towards the sky and bring them all together. Breathe in, find length. Breathe out, twist a little deeper. Breathe in and out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Beautiful. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, open left knee out to the side, figure four. Inhale, find a tall spine, flex both feet. And exhale, hinge at hips, fold forward a little bit or a lot. You'll feel this on the back of the right leg and in the left hip. 5 breaths. Notice where you're holding tension. And see if you can let that tension go. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Nice job. On an inhale, rise back up. Release the legs. Then we're going to come onto our back. So scoot the hips off of any prop that you have. Then lower back onto your back with feet down, knees up. We're going to do bridge pose. And with heels close to the hips, arms alongside the body. On an inhale, gently peel the hips off the earth. Interlace hands behind the back. And I like to walk my shoulder blades together, lifting through the heart space. We've got 5 breaths here. Gaze is straight up. Glutes are engaged. We're pushing through our feet, lifting our hips. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in and out. Last one. Beautiful. When you're ready, release the hands. Gently lower hips back to the earth. Walk feet as wide as your yoga mat, then windshield wiper the knees to the left and to the right. Nice job. Walking feet back to center. On an exhale, hug knees into chest. Extend tailbone down towards the earth. Take any other movements your body feels it needs or wants before coming into final rest, Shavasana. And for Shavasana, for final rest, we have 2 options. We can come into traditional Shavasana with legs extended, wider than hips, or we can come into Supta Baddha Konasana with legs in butterfly position. So feet are together, bottoms of feet are together, knees open wide. In either setup, arms are to the sides of the body, open up so the armpits can breathe, palms facing up. Take a big breath in through nose, out through mouth. Let everything go. Notice the sensation in your body. Perhaps you feel tingling or vibration. Feel the points of connection you have with the earth, with nature. And if there's anything you're still holding on to, let that go. Let Mama Earth take it. So that you can show up fully as yourself. And not as the baggage you hold on to and carry with you. Knowing that when things feel heavy, you have someone to share the load. Relax the body. Let go of tension in the eyes, the face, the jaw, the chest, the hips, the belly. And slowly begin to deepen the breath. feeling your full belly, your full chest. Beginning to wiggle fingers, to wiggle toes. If you're in butterfly pose, bringing knees to the sky, feet to the earth, and extending legs out long. Then from here, everybody inhaling, reaching arms above, toes below. Exhale, hugging knees into chest, extending tailbone to earth. Rolling onto one side of the body, pause there in fetal position for a breath. And when you're ready, using the top hand on the earth to guide yourself back to seated position. I will seal the practice with one round of Om. Feel free to join me or just listen in and enjoy. From seated, we'll find that comfortable position. Hips are grounded, spine is tall. On an inhale, reach hands to sky. Exhale, palms together at the heart. Gentle tuck of chin. Breathe all the air out of your body. Breathe in to prepare for Om. The light in me honors the light in each of you. Namaste.